Hi everyone, and now my camera is on working, although my camera is not the camera that I designed to have or the mic that I designed to have, but this is me imperfect, and I'm going first to check if I am live on YouTube and on LinkedIn. Bear with me. And so welcome to the ReFrenchYourBrain Marathon. Am I audible on YouTube? I am audible on YouTube. And am I audible on LinkedIn? Yes, I am audible on LinkedIn. So this is the Refresh Your Brain Marathon. We are on day 8, day 9. In fact, day 8 was yesterday. And day 9 is about the transportation and the vehicles. And so I can show you the pictures later on. But right now, I would like to share some vocabulary. And also, this is interactive session, although I count also on you replay team. I'm really happy to dive also in interactions, comments, question, remarks on the live team. Tomorrow will be the Refresh Your Brain full session, like each Tuesday and each Saturday. Tuesday, Restream, full session on Restream. And Saturday, a little part in Restream and the rest on GoBrunch. And I'm really blessed to give you some value about French. And the 42 days marathon will allow me to do that. And so I'm really blessed to air on YouTube and on LinkedIn. And so let me know first, how are you feeling? If you are tapping live or if you are watching on replay, feel free to let me know. So we are on Monday, 3rd March, and day 9 about transport and vehicles. Day 1 was about the alphabet. Day 2 was about the, the personal pronouns. Je, tu, il. I, you, he, she. Day 3 was about the possessive determinants. Mon, ma, mes. My, you, his. And then day 4 was about the possessive pronouns. Le mien, le tien, le sien. Mine, yours. So feel free to check back on the videos if you want to explore the topics I was mentioning. And so right now I'm going to talk about the day 5. Day 5 was the articles. Day 5 was the articles and was le, la, les, un, une, des. Was the, and the plural, I know in English you don't have the the. And also a in English, a car or the car. These are different. So, une voiture, la voiture. Une voiture undetermined, la voiture determined. So, that was for day 4. Day 5 was about the animals. Day 6 was about the colors. And day 7 was about the flowers, I think. But I don't have my visual in front of me, so I might scramble that. So feel free to watch the previous videos for having the different kinds of information. And so now I will talk about vehicles and transportation in general. And as I would like to stay human, but rely on easiness and tapping into quick AI incredibleness, I was thinking, why not to ask to Brave AI for the most common vehicles that ever exist. And so here are now the vehicles. I'm going to share my screen and going to the vehicles. And here I'm going to show them to you. Here are the 24 vehicles, the most common, and I'm going to zoom because I know that it's really small. So I'm going to zoom them and to pronounce them in French. There is aside the translation in English. So you know what it is in English. But of course, in French, you see the text aside visually, and you will have my pronunciation. So the first one is vélo. And it's really interesting. That is the most common vehicle behind the car, voiture. So vélo, usually there are two roles, sometimes four with the tricycle. Then the second one is voiture, the car. And notice, first, vélo, there is bicycle, and the synonym of vélo is bicyclette. And the most famous way to know it is through the song, the famous lullaby in song lullaby, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Violette à bicyclette. So that's the way of saying it. So let me just check up. Et voilà. So voiture, car in English. But of course, car is not only another vehicle in French, but to not confund with car. This voiture, car, but car, C-A-R, exists also in French, but it's not the same. In French, it means the bus, which is here, bus. But here, car is not only the vehicle, the bus. So when you say, I have a car, and when you say, j'ai un car, it doesn't mean the same. I have a car, that means that you have a voiture, a vehicle, like 4, 5, 6 seats. But if you say j'ai un car, that means that you have a bus that has like 20, 50, 60 seats. So just to let you know. And then there is also CAR, which is the article. Like, je mange du chocolat car j'ai faim. Just to let you know that the different ways. Then there is train, which is train. And train is also a verb, but it's not a verb in French. Train is only used for the train, like the vehicle riding on rails. But then there is also in English to train, to similar to teach or to coach. But here you can say also in French trainer, but normally it's formateur. So just to let you know that it encompasses the transportation, I give you value about many other things. So here there is bus, which is in French pronounced bus. You don't pronounce bus in French. If I say bus, I know that it's about English or maybe Latin. But here in French, bus. Then there is métro. And you notice the accent, like vélo with the accent. If there were no accent, it would be vélo. So if there will be no accent in there, it would be métro. But here you pronounce the accent métro, which is subway or metro, or probably also underground. Probably in UK, it's underground. So metro, subway, is métro in French. Then there is the TGV. So here in French, when it comes to word abbreviations that are in French, you pronounce them as the letters in French. T, G, V, which means train à grande vitesse, which is high velocity trains, high speed train. And when the acronym is from English, there are some French people that are pronouncing them as the French way. But usually I advise to pronounce them as the English way because the acronyms are from English. The best example is DJ, and some French people are pronouncing it DJ or DG, but I advise to pronounce it in English because it's a DJ, disc jockey. So here, train à grande vitesse, I advise you to pronounce it like TGV and not TGV. That's an advice. Then avion, which is airplane or plane. Avion. And the O-N, yon. Avion. You don't say avion unless it's a name from English. I know some people, an amazing friend who is named Avion. Then I'm going to make a break after the 8th. But here, bateau. B-A-T-E-E-A-U, bateau, which is boat. And that's very interesting because in bateau there is eau, which is water. So now I'm going to have a break and to see if there are any comments on the LinkedIn or on the YouTube. And I received some private messages, but I'm going to check later on. Let me check them right now. But I don't know. I don't think these are from directly a question from my show. So no. So going backwards, I'm going to quote them again to list them in French with the pronunciation, so that you have again the 8 pronunciation of the words. So here, quels sont? I was having the prompt. Quels sont les 24 moyens de transport les plus courants? And translate them in English. So in English could be, what are the 24 transport means the most used, the most common, and translate them. So here, again, these are the first 8 one. Vélo, voiture, train, bus, métro, TGV, avion, bateau. Now we are on the 12th minute, and I'm going to tackle the rest, 9 to 20. Taxi, navette, all-terrain vehicles. These are not translated in French. Tramway, this is an English term that is used also in French. Bateau à moteur, bateau à voile, véhicule électrique, véhicule hybride, camion, moto, scooter, trottinette électrique. So taxi is the same. I don't know if in English the taxi is plural. It doesn't seem, because in French they gave me the plural. And you talk about taxi in plural when it's in general, taxi in singular if you have to catch one. Then navette, which is shuttles. Navette could be the same as bus, but navette, in fact, it's more like a mean of transport to go from point A to point B and to go to different points, by the way. But navette, it doesn't mean especially that it could be a bus, but it could be also a boat. It could be also like a small boat. Could be also a train underground, like navette subway, or also to go under the sea, like from France to UK. There is the shuttle. So navette, all-terrain vehicle, ATV. I don't know what it is like, but in French it could be véhicule tout-terrain, similar to the Jeep, to the 4x4, which is another way to say 4x4 is four times four, which means that the four rolls are moving. Tramway, in fact. So tram or tramway in English is pronounced tramway. Maybe you can translate them pronounce them in tramway, but normally you pronounce well the R, even if it's an English word, you say tramway. Then bateau à moteur, bateau à voile, which is motorboat or sailboat. You know what they are. So bateau à, so boat, that is special, motor or sail. And then véhicule électrique or véhicule hybride, which vehicle or hybrid vehicle. So véhicule électrique, véhicule hybride. Then we have camion, which is truck. Then motorbike, you can say motorbike or motorcycle or even bike in English. But in French, moto. You can also say motocyclette. That's another way of saying. But usually we use the short term, moto. And then scooter in English term, which is scooter in English. So scooter, sometimes you are hearing scooter, or most of the time you are hearing scooter. So some English terms might have a different pronunciation in French. It depends. Then, going from the 20th to the 24th, trottinette électrique, véhicule de location, bateau de croisière, bateau de pêche, bateau de plaisance. So, trottinette électrique, it's electric scooter. So that's interesting because normally scooter is a kind of a light motorcycle, more light, a kind of a lighter version. Because of course moto could be anything, but scooter is more specific, like it's light, sorry. So in English, scooter, and in French could be scooter. So here I was talking about trottinette, electric scooter. And so trottinette is also a mean that is used for a person. Sometimes I see electric scooters with 2 or 3 people, but they are not designed to welcome 2 or 3 people, Usually it's only 1-to-1. So trottinette, it could be also similar to trottinet, because the classic one, the non-electric scooters, in fact, I don't know if you are calling them scooters, by the way, but trottinette, simple trottinette. Sometimes when you say trottinette, it could be also containing electric, but most of the time they are also mechanic vehicle that are only walking with your legs, by the way. And so trottinet means to walk, but probably to walk with difficulties. You have motricity issues when you are walking your legs, and so you are difficult to walk. So that's from the verb trottiner. Then véhicule de location, which is rental car. So could be, in fact, when I say voiture de location, that's rental car. But vehicle, it's more generic, because véhicule de location could also be a bike, moto, could be also a bus, anything that you can rent. So location, louer, is when you are renting a vehicle. Then the last 3 ones, before I am going back and I receive any of your comments, any of your questions. Bateau, de. So previously we have been saying bateau à moteur, bateau à voile. Here it's because they are containing an element. Bateau à moteur could be like motorboat, could be with having an engine. So bateau à means there is an element. Bateau à moteur, bateau à voile. So it contains a veil, a sail, you know, and maybe a motorboat could contain a sail, a voile. Maybe sailboat could contain an engine. But normally, when I say bateau à moteur, in my in my mind, it is a boat without a sail, without a veil that contains an engine. And when I say bateau à voile, for me, in my mind, it means a boat that is only running through the wind, through the sail, although both can be complementary. So here, let me check the last three words. Bateau de croisière, bateau de pêche, bateau de plaisance. So cruise ship, fishing boat, and yacht. So it could be also cruise boat, fishing boat, and leisure boat, yacht. And sometimes you are saying these words in French. They are using also this word in French, yacht. Sometimes pronounced in English, yacht. Sometimes in French. But of course, as always, I advise to pronounce them in the language of the origin of this word. So yacht. Sometimes you are hearing yacht, but it is not the way of pronouncing. For me, it will be yacht. And then, so bateau de croisière, de pêche, de plaisance. It is about what you are doing as activity through the boat. The previous two ones were the attributes, the attributes of the boat. The last three ones, it is what you are doing with these boats. Bateau de croisière, cruise ship, normally they are so big. And by the way, an anecdote, I would say boîte de conserve, like fish cans. And my dad also, it's a slang word, but my dad tells that it's like attrape couillon, but this is not a word to say, but it's like when you are like tourists that are embarked in that, like they are kind of dumb, but it's his way to say it. Although it's good to have cruise, but it's not really my way. It's not in my value. But I acknowledge that there are people that I love cruise, but it's not my case. So tel père tel fils, I am like that. And so bateau de pêche, fishing boat, it's containing fishing accessories and used for fishing. Sometimes they are engine, sometimes not. So it depends. The oldest one doesn't have engine, of course, like centuries ago. Then bateau de plaisance, yacht, like leisure boat. That's when you are just enjoying your time. Doesn't have any mission. Like cruise ship is to discover uh, landscapes, to discover cities, countries. Fishing is fish to fish, of course, huh? With your canne à pêche, pêche in French, bateau de pêche. But here, bateau de plaisance, like, oh, I'm just going to enjoy, with my yacht. And so, yeah, probably more transport. And I'm going to unshare and to see if there are any questions. If you think about transport that I was not mentioning, let me know so that I can talk about that and mention them in French. Until now, I don't see any comments on LinkedIn, and I don't see any comment on YouTube? I don't think so. So feel free to comment. As also, the replay team is welcome to comment, to ask feedback, to ask questions, because we have a drawing. We have a drawing at the end of the 42 days of my challenge, which will be early April. I will draw the three winners that will win prizes, and these winners will be the persons that will post comments, share my videos on YouTube, tagging me, asking question, feedback, or going on stage. So right now I am in my GoBrunch room, and we are on the 25th minute, which is a good way to end this session. But stay with me, because I have the after party on my GoBrunch room, and you are welcome to join my GoBrunch room. I will be there, and then I will close the session. I will already close the session in right now in the restream, but I am already in my Refrench Your Brain GoBrunch room. Right now I'm going to share my screen and to talk about, during the last minute, I will talk about my offerings. So right now you see me in my Refrench Your Brain room. This is my classroom, my language and French coaching room, that I welcome you for language elevation. And this room is also a booth for the World Building Expo from Peggy and from the GoBrunch community that is occurring each 3 months. And so the next wave, the next edition is the 10th and the 11th of March, like next week. It's boiling, my friends. So I'm really happy to be part of that, to have my booth there. So thank you so much, Peggy. And thank you also for the world community, Richard, Margaret, and also Beth. Beth is having a daily Leverage Your Career session on 9 a.m. EST, 3 p.m. my time, CET, European time. Feel free also to check the Luma event and Bez Rangifo. And then there will also, for a couple of next weeks, the J story strategist with the book club that I hold. So was a few hours ago about the rules of engagement in storytelling. What to say more? I am giving value since days, weeks, months, years. My first daily video was on the 1st November 2021. And although some days I was not posting videos, I was not posting content, I am saying that I'm doing that each day because I probably have posted 2, 3, 4 elements sometimes. And it is my 103 and 200 plus days that I'm doing that since more than 3 years. And since more than 2 years, I am live on LinkedIn and on YouTube. LinkedIn and YouTube live. And since already 2 years, I am live on my audio rooms. And LinkedIn audio is over. It is now replaced with LinkedIn Live with or without camera. Some others are switching to Zoom or Google Meet. I am still streaming on LinkedIn and YouTube because I want the replay team to be able to engage. Although I know that our agenda are full and that the replay team is not granted, I'm really happy to envision that some people are listening to me right now. So if you do, feel free to comment, to ask any question, to post me a DM, because you are in the competition to have a prize if you are commenting, if you are attending live, if you are going to my GoBrunch event afterwards. So right now I'm going to post my GoBrunch room on LinkedIn and YouTube, and you are free to join me on my GoBrunch room right now. You can join already. So let's bring the after party Thank you so much for watching my daily events. Tomorrow will be about the dessert. Yes, I am having a week full of food, like dessert, um, which is, by instance, of course, they are traditional desserts that are all around the world, like tiramisu, like uh, the donuts, the crumble, that are English terms, and tiramisu is from Italian. There is also the sfoglia, 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 Sfoglia. That's also a kind of pâte feuilletée from Italy. But then there is also dessert in French, like crème brûlée, for instance, like crème de la crème, or la mousse au chocolat, choco foam, or there is also la dame blanche, especially on the restaurant, crème brûlée, dame blanche, and so on and so on. I will talk about that tomorrow. So that's for keeping you in appetite. From now, it's already the 30th minute, and I'm going to end my room. I'm also happy to welcome you in the GoBrunch room. And this room is amazing. I'm really blessed to be able to envision my elevation. So here is, for instance, my French Holy logo designed from Jenlin. They are amazing. And this is my new visual, my panda, for buying me a coffee. So I am designing my room. My booth will be ready for the World Building Expo. So I am blessed to welcome you in my GoBrunch room. Let me know also in the replay team, if you are in the replay team, any comment, you are welcome. I am now closing the room in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep shining and see